had a great time watching it.
Before we go any further, we're really glad you're here. And just a little recognition so you won't forget us all. And for all the years and joy you have brought us, both in your singing and your acting and all the wonderful films you do, and just for being such a fabulous mother and grandmother. Lainie is a grandma. We'd like to give you this Artistic Achievement Award because we love having you at Fire Island in Paris. And we are so pleased and happy to have as our very first film, Oy vey, My Son is Gay. And so we would like to give Evgeny and all the cast and crew that aren't here with him tonight this Spotlight Film Award. So please, you know, it was such a fabulous cast and all, but I think that, you know, I'd love to see if any of you have questions that you'd like to ask or talk about the film. Does anybody have a question? You're all silent? This is very, very hard to believe.
I still have your Playboy spread.
There's a piece of information.
You know what, I and Lainie just sharing some moments. You know that the title of this movie is actually Lainie's title. In 2004, I met Lainie, and we were in the restaurant. And I'm saying, the title of the movie, Oy vey, my son is gay. And then he says, you know what, it's like to say, oy, fuck, my son is schmuck. And she just said to me,
and tonight I saw it on the screen. I have to say that I'm going to just interrupt for a moment and tell you that Evgeny stalked me for 4.5 years. He would call, I have 3 telephones. He would call on every phone and beg me to do this movie. I'd say, I can't do a movie called Oy vey, my son is gay. You might as well call it, oh fuck, my son's a schmuck. I mean, it's horrible. He said, it's a funny script, read it. And he would cry when I would hang up the phone. I mean, he is the most unbelievably tenacious human being alive. So finally, they put this money in escrow. I thought I was going to die. I mean, he would have a relationship with my manager, wanted to kill him. And finally, I went up to Spokane, Washington. Is it Spokane or Spokane? Yeah, Spokane. Spokane. And it was the worst weather ever in the history of Spokane or Spokane. And I fell in love with this man. I just think he's a fantastic director. We had a fabulous time, and I really had a good time watching the movie. I really did. I don't understand one word he says here.
actually, Lainie was like my mother, my Jewish mother. So she do have a gay son. We had a fabulous cast and we had a fabulous time. Not easy time because Lainie was carrying all the movie 22 shooting days. It was not easy, but we even had 14 hours, 15 hours days, and she did it. It was a great time. We were carrying her, taking care of her like a princess. A lot of vodka, because it was cold. So you saw vodka on the screen, vodka outside. It was good vodka?
Yes, yes, yes. I like vodka, 2 olives. But please, I'm open to any questions or, yes.
In 1999, I was working together with Menachem Golan, who famous for action movies on the 80s, who created Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sharon Stone, Jack Norris, who worked with Lainie in... Yeah. And Menachem had this script written earlier in 80s, but it's not went anywhere, and he was dreaming to do after this movie. In 99, 2000, we took another writer on board, and the movie went different road. In later 2002, 2003, I taken it upon my writing. 2004, I actually met Lainie. It was 2004 through our casting directors who introduced us. And I started to develop this movie. And I started to write it on different way. I decided to bring animation inside. I decided to bring more different twists, to do it from the unique perspective between both of the ghettos, to make it unique. I just came from Montreal, and you know what, guys? We had a blessing. We had 85% of main audience who came with the kids to see this movie. And this is the big achievement, because the message of this movie gonna be delivered to the new generation of the people who will accept, who will understand. And this is basically the goal of this movie. And you know what? I saw people crying on the Lainie's beautiful message, and I'm talking about mothers, straight mothers. And this was the most important, beautiful moment, that people understanding and accepting. And I think when you see this, it's the main goal that we put it behind this movie.
I was wondering, Lainie, if there was anything in the script that you found confronted you, or were you did you always have a gay sensibility about the gay life?
I'm sorry, did I always have a gay sensibility?
Yeah. Was there anything
Yes, I did. I have always had a gay sensibility. I've had gay friends since I'm a young girl, and I just have, I have a huge gay audience as a singer, and I don't know why. Maybe you could tell me why. I don't really know why. I've surmised it because maybe I'm just unafraid and unashamed to show my feelings, and I think that's probably what attracts maybe a gay audience. If you have any, you know, explanation, I'd be delighted.
Did anything in the script confront you at all?
Did anything in the script confront? Just the title. There were a couple of scenes that I wasn't thrilled with, but when I watched it tonight, I thought, well, it worked. And I wasn't affronted by anything, no. Sophie, who is Sophie?
She is a local actress in Seattle.
A local actor.
Originally, Lainie owns it, and actually I had a great experience. I can talk now, fine, I can't stop this. We had a great experience when Lainie introduced me in 2004 to Net. But in the last minute, we started to cast a lot of small parts in the last minute, and it's just what happened that it was a big show. So we casted locals, a lot of locals people that are great actors actually, and she was some kind of a catch against Bruce Willis because both of them some kind of a comic characters. They are comic characters, both of them, and I like this. But I wanted to say thank you for Lainie's part role, because Lainie achieved reach and connection between her and Saul, what was easy to go, and also between you and Carmen. You remember it was not easy. So Lainie was achieving this connection with each of the cast members because of her experience, and it was amazing because she was catching every actor by his ability to act, by his ability to deliver, and she was trying to find these tunes, how to connect, and in 5 minutes we can see this connection on the set. It was amazing. Actually, it was hard work, but it was